in Boston, Massachusetts.
Thank you very much. Jeff Mogiro is in Boston, Massachusetts. And of course, tomorrow he will be speaking to the defending champion, Hellen Obiri, as well as Sharon Lokedi on the expectations for this year's edition of the Boston Marathon. Now, I want us to get into arguably the biggest sports awards that we have in the country. That is the SOYA Awards. Now, on Thursday, they were held at the KICC grounds here in Nairobi. And I want us to take a look at some of the winners from Thursday night. We had a couple of winners in different categories, so I want us to run through the winners. And when you start with the school team of the year, All Saints from Embu were awarded as the best boys team that we have, of course, followed by St. Friends School Kamusinga and Musingu. That is in the school team of the year. Let's move on to the school team of the year girls, where we had Kesogon emerging the winner as in volleyball, and then of course St. Joseph in rugby, and Butere girls in basketball. That is the school team of the year girls. Now we move to the sportsman of the year, where we had Emmanuel Wanyonyi emerge as the sportsman of the year. Ronald Kwemwei finished second, and Benson Kipruto was third. Remember, this was a tight race between the three of them, who are all in athletics. Now, aside from the sportsman of the year, we had the sportswoman of the year, where Beatrice Chebet, who is a double Olympic champion, was the winner. She won the sportswoman of the year, and she was followed by Faith Kipyegon and Hellen Obiri, still all in athletics. Now, let's move away from the sportsman and the sportswoman of the year. Let's come to the sportsman with disability, where we had Samson Ojuka, who takes a part in long jump at the Paralympics. He emerged the winner, followed by Kennedy Ogada and Shadrach Kipyegon. We move away from the sportsman of the year. Let's get into the sportswoman with disability, where we had Michelle Chengetich, who takes part in discus at the Paralympics. She emerged the winner, followed by Sheila Wanyonyi and Valerie Olesia. Those are the men and women with disability who bagged awards at the SOYA Awards 2024. And then we move to the sports team of the year men. We had Thunder Basketball. Remember, they went unbeaten last season and they qualified for the Basketball Africa League. They emerged the winners, followed by Rising Stars. And of course, Kenya Prisons Volleyball finished third. Now, the sports team of the year women, we have Junior Starlets. They had a fantastic year. Remember, they became the first Kenyan team, men or women, to take part in a FIFA World Cup. So they won that title. And then they were followed by the national amputee team, and the Kenya Pipeline women's volleyball finished third. Now, the coach of the year, and this is on the coach of the year. Remember, there was no women or man or woman. It was just outright. Mildred Cheche was named as the coach of the year. She's the coach of the under-17 girls football team. She was awarded as the coach of the year. Remember, the national under-17 football team, that is Junior Starlets, will be in action tomorrow at the Nyayo Stadium, taking on Cameroon in the final round of the World Cup qualifier. So those are some of the awards from Thursday night. And the school coach of the year, we have Benson Mwenda, of course, from All Saints Embu. He did a fantastic job with them last year, going on to win the national title for the first time. And then, of course, the Hall of Fame, we had Bobby Ogola, John Bobby Ogola, the legendary footballer. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Now, I got a chance of speaking to Safaricom. Remember, they've been partnering with SOYA Awards for the last 21 years. I asked them, why have they managed to maintain that relationship with SOYA? This is what they had to say.
We've been supporting the SOYA Awards since its inception. And the reason we support it is because, one, we must celebrate the resilience we have with our Kenyan athletes. Secondly, it's supporting the passion points of Kenyans. Not just the athletes, but, anytime Kenya is on the track, Kenyans go, they come to life. So as a key organization like ourselves, we find ourselves committed to our purpose of ensuring that we support the passion points of Kenya.
And not that alone, of course, you are here to celebrate, the good performances that we've seen from Kenyans in different spheres. But sport remains, a core something that you are committed to supporting in this country. If you can talk about that.
Yeah, over the years, we've invested over 3.5 billion shillings in supporting sports generally, covering not just the track series, but also golf. We brought in junior golf at some point, the seniors as well. We've just finished the series for NBA junior, and we really hope that young talent are scouted from there. You may have seen the Chapadimba series that's become quite a success, to the point where we're exposing all the youth, from all corners of Kenya to the potential of being scouted objectively and independently, just based on their talent. We've gone to rugby, volleyball, really just athletics that defines Kenya.
Well, of course, that is Lucille from Safaricom telling us about their relationship